Buddha often shared with his students the profound impact that words can have. He often likened the tongue to the sharpest knife, one that could inflict deep emotional wounds without leaving any physical marks. He warned that while words can be a source of strength and empowerment, they can just as easily become a weakness if we fail to recognize when, where, and how to use them. Speaking kindly and wisely at the right moments can pave the way for success, but conversely, speaking harshly or at inappropriate times can create unnecessary complications in our lives. Today, I would like to share a story that beautifully illustrates the importance of silence and its transformative power. This tale will not only highlight the significance of quiet reflection, but will also show how embracing silence can lead to a profound change in our lives. Once upon a time in India, there lived a celebrated Buddhist monk who resided deep within a tranquil forest, far removed from the tumult of the outside world. His reputation for meditation and wisdom was known across the land, and seekers of truth often traveled great distances to seek his guidance. One day, a weary and troubled king visited him, his heart heavy with discontent. "My respected monk," the king began, his voice tinged with frustration, "I feel perpetually tired and disheartened. Despite having wealth, fame, and all the luxuries one could desire, my mind is in constant turmoil. I am restless and unable to find peace within myself. Please help me to rid my mind of this unrest." The monk looked at the king with a calm demeanor and replied, "You already possess the answers you seek within you, but you have yet to uncover them. Would you be willing to participate in an experiment? If you agree to follow my instructions, I promise you will find the peace you long for." The king, desperate to find solace, eagerly responded, "I am ready to do anything to achieve inner peace. Please tell me what to do." The monk spoke softly. "For the next 15 days, you will reside in my monastery. You will live simply, like a regular person. During this time, I ask that you sit in silence as much as possible, speaking as little as you can." With a mixture of hope and trepidation, the king agreed to the monk's plan. On the first day of his stay, the king found that his mind was more restless than ever. Thoughts and questions flooded his mind, leaving him feeling uneasy. He was accustomed to the life of a king, filled with conversations and the hustle of court affairs. Here, in the peaceful surroundings of the monastery, he was confronted with the discomfort of silence. The urge to speak was strong, but he resisted it, choosing instead to sit quietly and observe. As night fell, he began to experience an unexpected sense of calm wash over him. This feeling puzzled him. He couldn't quite grasp why, amidst his turmoil, he was beginning to feel a flicker of tranquility. The next day, as he continued his journey into solitude, the king started to pay attention to the beauty of the world around him. He observed the vibrant colors of the flowers, the gentle sway of the plants in the breeze, and the joyful chirping of the birds flitting about in the sky. For the first time, he appreciated the splendor of nature that surrounded him. It was a world he had overlooked in his busy life as a ruler. As the days passed, the initial chaos in his mind gradually began to fade. 10 days into his stay, he noticed that the restlessness that had once consumed him was dissipating, replaced by a profound sense of inner peace. On the 12th day, he found himself slipping into a deep meditation. As he closed his eyes, the worries that had plagued him for so long faded away, leaving only a serene stillness in their wake. The king experienced an awakening that he had never anticipated. After spending the final 3 days in this state of deep meditation, he approached the monk, his heart filled with gratitude. "Respected monk," he said, "I believe I have discovered the root of my troubled mind." With curiosity, the monk encouraged him to share his newfound insights. I have realized, the king continued, that I used to talk far too much and invested significant energy into worrying about others, often thinking negatively about them. This constant chatter and negativity drained my time and left my mind in turmoil. Because of this behavior, I struggled to perform my tasks effectively and began to fail at almost everything I endeavored. My continuous failures only deepened my unhappiness and made me more easily irritable. He paused, reflecting on his transformation. These 15 days have changed me. Now, I feel as if I am truly living life to its fullest, realizing that before this, I was living it all wrong. I've come to understand that meditation doesn't need to be forced. It unfolds naturally when we embrace silence. The monk nodded, acknowledging the king's revelation. You are not alone in your journey. Many people today talk excessively and fail to recognize the impact of their words. Excessive speech often leads to harm and conflict. He then recounted a story of a student who had once inquired of Gautama Buddha why he frequently remained silent. Buddha replied, I remain silent to dive deep within myself. Silence is the first step to truly knowing oneself. Without silence, self-discovery becomes nearly impossible. The monk emphasized that silence is essential for understanding oneself. He advised the king to speak only when it was necessary, as he pointed out that the majority of our conversations are often harmful. Imagine if people could reduce their chatter. It could potentially cut down on many misunderstandings and conflicts, he mused. When individuals learn to embrace silence, they often find that there are fewer arguments, less restlessness, and reduced discord in their lives. He continued, someone who grasps the significance of silence can maintain peace even in crowded settings. There are times when being alone can feel like a refuge, while the company of others may feel overwhelming. The key is to find tranquility within yourself first, to invite silence into your life, and allow your inner energy to flow freely. Allow your thoughts to settle and breathe deeply. The monk encouraged the king to reconnect with his inner self whenever he felt disturbed by the presence of others. When you wake and feel disoriented, close your eyes and seek the stillness within. You'll uncover a refreshing sense of clarity, because that inner space is where life truly originates. Remember, your essence is not derived from anyone else, but from within you. You must embark on this inner journey yourself. He urged the king to look inward, emphasizing that he was the ultimate ruler of his inner world. In that stillness, you will find the birthplace of happiness, the monk explained. As you delve deeper into yourself, you will touch upon the depths of life and even confront the notion of death. This inner exploration mirrors the rise and fall of the sun, reminding us that every journey inward is an opportunity for renewal. Each time you return from this journey, you will emerge refreshed and invigorated. The king began to realize that when one dedicates time to quiet contemplation, it often results in a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. When you truly connect with your inner self, you'll find that speaking doesn't upset your mind. Rather, a sense of calm prevails. You can engage in conversation while still remaining anchored within yourself. This balance allows you to express your thoughts beautifully, akin to music resonating in harmony with the world around you. As the monk spoke, the king found himself captivated by the idea that maintaining inner silence can help one tap into a profound strength, freeing them from the pressures of society. You'll discover a special joy in life, akin to that experienced by those who ardently follow their dreams, the monk said with a gentle smile. Your face will radiate a newfound brightness, and your eyes will shine with a unique light as you dive into the ocean of endless peace. The king began to reflect on his own life experiences, realizing that excessive talking had never brought him peace. Instead, it clouded his mind, making it difficult to concentrate on his goals. He observed that those who indulged in incessant chatter often struggled to maintain focus and consequently missed out on understanding the true essence of life. He pondered the reality that those who talked excessively were sometimes the subject of ridicule, while those who chose their words carefully earned respect. People are more inclined to listen to those who speak thoughtfully and sparingly, the monk added. Trust and confidence in what someone says tend to grow when they choose their words with intention. In contrast, individuals plagued by a restless mind often find it challenging to succeed as they lack genuine interest in their work. The monk then elaborated on the nature of true intelligence. Wisdom lies in understanding when, where, and what to say. Those who develop this skill often navigate various situations with ease and success. When you observe great individuals throughout history, you'll find that they utilize their words sparingly, weighing their meaning carefully. This thoughtful communication contributes to their accomplishments. He cautioned against the dangers of excessive talk, which often leads to dishonesty and the spreading of negativity about others. Such behavior can damage relationships and tarnish reputations. Consequently, those close to such individuals often distance themselves, seeking refuge from the chaos that excessive speech brings. Across cultures and throughout ancient texts, the importance of our words is emphasized. They reflect our beliefs and values, and embracing silence cultivates patience and heightens our awareness. The monk urged the king to spend at least 20 minutes each day in solitude. This simple practice can create significant positive changes in your life, he encouraged. As the story unfolded, the king found himself deeply inspired by the monk's teachings. He felt an inner calling to share these lessons with others, believing that many could benefit from the understanding of silence's power.